This is my Simson S51b electronic enduro 4-speed, and I've added Honda MBX wheels to it, and in this video I will explain how I went about it and added these nice wheels to my bike. So let's start at the front end. As you can see, I've switched the front end of the Simson with the MBX frame, front end, I'm sorry. And the good thing about this is that it has the same diameter shocks, so you can use your original crown plates and it fits right up. The only problem is you have here on the top, the original shocks have a M8 bolt in it. This doesn't. This has actually a pike on it, and you need to drill the top crown plate by 13 millimeters, so this can slide up in the crown plate, and then you have to cut it off and thread it with a new bolt. The crown plate below, you do not need any modifications. This fits right in. So for the disc brakes and the wheels, those are 18-inch, a lot bigger than the original ones. I'm sorry for my very small tires, but this is what I had on stock to try with. I will put bigger tires on it as well. For the handbrake here and the line and the brake caliper, you can get it on eBay for around 60 euros with new brake pads. So I wouldn't spend money on buying a second-hand one, which you'll never know if it's any good. I would buy this new. I would buy the shocks second-hand though, from the MBX. I paid 50 euros for them on eBay, and the wheels were 100 euros. There were old tires on it, so I removed the tires and I put this one on. As you can see, it fits quite well. You need to keep the original axle, and all I had to do, because the distance on the crown plate is a little bit further than on the MBX, I had to add 2 rings here to keep the wheel centered. So this is basically the MBX setup in a Simson. The downfall is that you cannot use the original Simson fender anymore. So you need to, I chose to use the MBX fender instead. As you can see here, because I've used the original crown plates, I wanted to use the original handlebars as well, and the original gas throttle, because it has the choke on it. And at the MBX you get this brake caliper system with 2 bolts, basically screws right up. It's firm, it doesn't move, it's all good. But you have here on this side, you have a handle like you have here. So what I did, I cut this away with the angle grinder, smoothed it out a bit, and placed it on the steering wheel. Didn't really took any effort to clean it up properly, but the brake caliper fits right next to it, so no problem, easy to do. I did not choose for it, but if you would like, there's also the option to use the original speedometer of the MBX, which is on this wheel here. You can see the little pedal still attached to the wheel. Because this has a different inch wheel, the ratio or the distance it travels is different, so the speedometer doesn't read exactly the speed. But I don't mind, I don't watch the speed anyway. But if you do and you want to keep it all original, you can also use the original MBX speedometer and run a cable up to the fork to your speedometer clock. If you want, I've not chosen for it because I didn't like the looks of it, But the original Simpson fork has a rubber here to close off the fork. It actually has the same upper diameter and the same lower diameter, so you can fit the rubbers back on the fork if you like to. I like the clean look of it, so I've deleted them. For the rear wheel, I needed nothing extra, so what I basically did is I changed the direction of the wheel. In the MBX it's the other way around, so the drum disc is on the right side and the toothed wheel is on the left side, so I changed it around. And the original Simpson has a adapter here that prevents the drum brake from moving. So I've added a little thing to the back of the fork here and attached it with a bolt, so it doesn't go anywhere. This is actually connected to the rod of the original brake pedal of the Simpson. I've used also the original spacers, so there's no difference in spacers between the two. What I did have to do on this side is, well, you can see you don't have the rubber guard anymore, so I had to remove it. I kept the bit because otherwise the chain will grind on the brake pedal, so I left the bit on there, but I had to remove it back. So the Honda MBX has a 42 back tooth wheel and the Simpson has a 32 back tooth wheel. So basically that would mean that the Simpson would be driving slower than original. I've countered that by adding a 17 tooth wheel in the front. So now it has the original ratio, and I have noticed no decline in speed. Also the wheels are 18-inch, so they have a larger radius. So I hope this was a very clear explanation of how I went about to change the Simpson wheels to the Honda MBX wheels. If you have any questions, place comments, like this video and subscribe to my channel for more videos on cars, motors, spraying booths and all sorts of hobbyist fun things. Thank you for watching.